I was the one shaking my leg a lot earlier because I'm feeling really calm and relaxed about the fact that I'm going to casually tell you guys a story right now. It's going to be super not racist. So, okay. As a teenager, I used to sit on the curb outside my house at night waiting for a car to come by so that in the event that one of my parents was still up, I'd have an audio cue to corroborate my story that I hadn't walked home and I'd gotten a ride, which was kind of an adamant rule of theirs. But since I lived in Ottawa, metropolis of civil servants, I sometimes was waiting for a super long time because by the middle of the night, the streets were completely empty, even downtown where I lived. But walking home alone at night was all I had. I was a good kid. And one night, I was just a few blocks from my house, assuming I was alone on the street as usual. And for whatever reason, I ended up looking into the passenger window of a parked car, and I saw a man. And he was sitting in the driver's seat, masturbating. And he was completely naked. And that pretty much eliminated the possibility for me that he had chosen to do that there as a matter of convenience. And I actually had already passed the car before I realized what I had seen, the mental pixels arranging themselves into a discernibly dick-shaped image. And the moment was refocusing each time a new question popped into my head. Like, was he? Fuck it, I'm gonna run. And by the middle of the summer, all the teenage girls in my neighborhood had some version of the same story. Girls had seen this guy sitting on a bench in the park, looking harmless enough from far away until they got closer. He'd jerk, they'd flee. Sometimes he would wait in the darkness, and then before he jumped in under the street light, crotch first, and he, as girls, either alone or in groups, were walking down the roads of our otherwise really lovely neighborhood. So, you guys, it was a good place. My neighborhood, keep talking until I remember what's happening. And as I mentioned previously, Ottawa was a pretty quiet town at night, so it seems reasonable to assume that he spent a significant amount of time just waiting, and that at least some of these times there was no one at all, and the approaching daylight forced him to let go of an erection that never showed up and just go home empty-handed. I should mention, I'm not actually an expert on public masturbation, but I am a writer-ish and occasional performer, and in the safety of hindsight, it's not hard for me to empathize with anyone who bases a large part of their identity on having an audience, and then the crisis that results when sometimes there isn't one. So the summer continued, and the flasher followed suitless, growing bolder. He was jumping, jerking, repeating, probably reflecting on the events, but generally he was just pumping out the same narrative over and over until we all had enough. So, anyway, this is the climax. A head, a peak, a resounding finish. Hey, guess what? Puns are pretty much unavoidable in this story, so I'm just going to roll with it. And it might seem odd for me to identify just one of these incidents as the single culmination of what was an entire summer of alleyway wanking. But when I think about it, there's really no contest. My friend Janine had already seen the flasher twice that summer. So she took the precaution of calling me on her cell phone one night when she was about to take the shortcut home. The shortcut down Echo Drive was darker, more isolated, and with fewer exit points than the alternative route. We chatted the few minutes it took for her to arrive at the obligatory scene. She spotted him down the road doing his best innocuous stranger in a trench coat routine. Maybe it's not him, her way forward. It's me. Shucking the ruse, thrusting towards her and ferociously rubbing his shaft as if working on a tight deadline. Through the phone, I could hear, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So I responded in kind with Janine, and listening as she ran past him to her house, her flip-flops clapping between her foot and the pavement as if she was giving him a really enthusiastic round of applause. And I was still on the phone when she got home, and I could hear how, in an instant, her father was up and out the door, wielding a baseball bat that he had either grabbed from his bedside or else the intensity of his protective instincts had just manifested a Louisville Slugger in his clenched fist as he ran down the block wearing nothing but his boxer shorts, nearly naked enough to fight fire with fire. But the flasher was gone, once again invisible against the landscape of our sleepy government town. He was the bureaucrat boogeyman that only teenage girls could see. And police reports weren't actually much good, since despite all we'd seen, we actually had missed a lot. Despite the many breathless retellings, there were no reports of piercing blue eyes, of a bum chin, missing teeth. Was he tall? Did he slouch? Was he barefoot? Or did he have on sneakers? And yet it was all there, hiding in plain sight, the medium cleverly obscured by his message. This summer, for me, was part of a long transition. Things became a little less literal, and my abstract mind expanding as I could begin to consider all the things that a naked man masturbating on the street could come to symbolize, or alternatively, at least I could acknowledge the likelihood that it wouldn't be long before we all became perverts. Shortly after, we found out that a public masturbator had been caught by police just a few neighborhoods away. It was in a short article somewhere in the back pages of a newspaper that none of us read. That's all I got.